everybody. It's Friday, and you know what that means? Yes, it is Friday, May 22nd, and I have to give you my newest additions this week. Last week I had 5 new additions. Well, I had more than that this week. 8 new additions this week. I was a busy man. The first 5 were from my favorite place, Facebook Marketplace. But then I cheated on Facebook Marketplace and got the last 3, actually earlier today, through the Letgo app. So let me show you the 8 games that I added to the collection this week. First one is the episode I just did not too long ago. I think it was, last episode was 1-Up from Family Games. This was got a 2009 award for the Preferred Choice Award for the Creative Toy Awards. I just did an episode on this, so you'll be able to see how to play this game. So I literally just got this just a couple days ago. So this is the first game that I have, one of 8 that I received this week. We'll go to game number 2. This is Nosh. This is a card game. You are kids that received an allowance and you go to the carnival, and what you do is you're actually going after candy, such as popcorn, ice cream, cotton candy, and so on. And what you do is it's pretty much you're bidding on different carts. So you have different, I haven't done a review on this yet and I haven't played it yet. I just got it a couple days ago. But what you do is each player will bid, like, okay, I get, 2 of my coins, there's 3 coins, whoever gets the most coins gets that. I think it's like 3 or 4 different, depending on how many players there are, that's how many stands there are. And you get whatever's in that stand, and then you purchase cards with points on them. As you can see right here, there's actually points on them. So you need a cotton candy, an ice cream, and a candy apple to get 6 points for this card, and so on. So it looked like a really fun game. So I went ahead and picked it up. So hopefully I'll be able to play this pretty soon. I believe it's 3 to 5 players. So it can't be a 2-player. It's actually 3 to 5 players, because you have to be able to bid back and forth. And with 2 players, it's kind of hard to do. So, but this is Nosh. All right, that's game number 2. And game number 3. Survivor board game. I finally picked this up, Somebody actually had it. It's missing the die, who cares? But it's also missing the instructions, too. So I'm going to have to find the instructions for this. But anyhow, this was the 3rd game I picked up just a couple days ago. It was from, I think it was a mom, I believe. She had a couple games, and this was the one I really wanted. So I had to meet up with her son, and I picked it up from him. So this was the 3rd game I picked up this week. Game number 4. Big Bacon's Big Adventure. Oh, yeah. Join Mr. Bacon on a mouth-watering mosey through Meatland. On your journey, you'll have to navigate your way through the Mustard Marsh, cross the eerie expanse of the Wiener Wasteland, and sail on the Sausage Sea. But if you make it past the deceptive detour of Vegan Alley and avoid getting grounded in Gristle Grotto, you just might make it to the Great Frying Pan at the end of the trail. Good luck on your high cholesterol journey. So you gotta love this thing. It's just one of those cheesy games. I got this for pretty cheap. It was I think it was a husband and wife, actually. And what they did is they said they got this in an arcade or something for tickets or whatever. So and it's a mad dash through Meatland on your way to the frying pan. So it's pretty cool how they have little sausage. It looks like little Vienna sausage cabins, and it looks like I can't think of what kind of ham that is, or bologna that is, or whatever. But yeah, it looks pretty funny. It looks pretty cheesy, and I figured, why not? Why not add that in? So that was the 4th game that I got this week. Number 5. My wife is a huge fan of this TV show, and I just had to pick this up. Dexter, the board game. This game is actually pretty cool. What you do is, I guess you get a, I can't think what exactly they call it. It is a, here we go, suspect tokens, and they also have on-the-job cards. And what the cards show you is it tells you what suspect you're going for and what 3 tools you need in order to take care of that suspect, if you know what I mean. And the funny thing about this game is once you get the items that you need, once you get the tokens, once you find the suspect, and once you go on, this is what you put your pieces in. And what's cool about this, it's actually brand new. It has been unpunched. So these haven't even been punched yet, the coins and the stuff. So this is brand new. Is what you do is after you get the stuff that you need, you have these little mini trash bags. And you open up the bag, and you put your tokens and your suspect card in there. And what you have to do in the game, as I'll show you the game board, is just like in the TV show, you have to make your way. Here's the game board. It kind of folds kind of funky here. This is the game board. And once you get all the tokens you need to get, you have to make it to the marina where you dump off the body. And that's how you win the game. So you can see you go through all the streets and whatnot. Sorry, this game is really flimsy. It folds like all sorts of different ways. And yeah, you go through the streets and you find all the different suspects and all the, you go to the hardware stores, and that's where you find all the different tools that you need. So, very interesting game indeed. I haven't played it yet because obviously I just got this a few days ago. So, but anyhow, that is the, the fifth game I got this week. And that is Dexter, the board game. So, yeah, she's a very, very big fan of that TV show. She literally binged through it. Here is the sixth game I got. It's called Foreign Exchange. It is the international money game. I thought this was kind of interesting. And, let's see, I don't know. It's 2 to 4 players. Does it have a year on here? 1978. So I was only 4 years old when this came up. But Foreign Exchange is the board game I got for this one. And it's very interesting. It looks like this. This is the way the board game looks like. So it actually looks like you have some risk cards and some currency change cards, risk cards. Very, very interesting. And it actually had some of the actual pads, notepads in the game. So these are actual, the way the notepad looks here, and networked worksheets. Very interesting indeed. So anyhow, so that was game number 6 that I picked up. This is one of the ones I actually picked up this morning. So, okay, let's go to game number 7. This one is The Great Game of Britain. So I just picked this up today with the Foreign Exchange, and then the last game I'll be showing you. I got all 3 of these at the same time. She was actually these are the 3 I got off of the Letgo app today. She was actually a realtor, and she was cleaning up the house, and she had a handful of games. I mean, she had Life, and she had Monopoly, some of the regular ones we see. Then I saw these 3, and I'm like, ooh, I like the very interesting off-the-wall ones. So The Great Game of Britain, this is one I got along with the Foreign Exchange game. And this is how the board game looks. It's all actually Britain. Here is the board game here. And you can see it has all of Britain on there. And what you do is you start off in London, and you make your way around, and there's 2 different kind of cards. You got the red, and you got the black. And I think what you have to do is you have to pick up, you're going to different destinations on this board game. And there's ones in, I think there's 3 blue and 3 red that you have to pick up along the way. And I like the tokens. The tokens are really cool. They're actually the tokens that you see on the subway. You know, I think it's pretty cool. Like, have you ever been in London? You have this symbol means you're a railroad, and I think that's really cool. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool. So they have all the different colors here. And I was just in London on beginning of October, and getting to ride the tube is what they call it, not the subway, the tube. And I always love to mind the gap between the train and the platform. That's all you hear on the train, every stop. Mind the gap, mind the gap. So, and I actually bought a T-shirt that says "Mind the Gap" on it. I was laughing every time I hear it. And they actually have cards, some of the cards that you need to go to, some of the destinations that you're trying to go to. The Roman baths, which I was actually in Bath. Amazing place. If you've ever been to London, of course it's outside of London. It's about a good few hours away from London, but oh my god, what an awesome place, Bath. And good old Stonehenge, I did get to see that as well when I was out there, so that was pretty cool, Stonehenge. Shakespeare Theater, I think that was one of those places that my wife wanted to go see, but there's so much to see when you go to England. I mean, it's ridiculous. We were out there for 10 days and barely saw what we wanted to see, but we had a blast because we didn't want to sit there and rush. It's like, we'll make our way back over there. But there's all sorts of different places to go to in the game. They got all sorts of stuff in here. They even have Cambridge in here, which I got to visit. Cambridge was amazing. That was an amazing school to go visit. So anyhow, that was game, let me put this over here. That is game number 7. So let me put this away. And game number 8 is, this box is shot. I mean, this thing is, I'm going to have to do some TLC on this one. Is Civil War from the American Heritage series, Civil War game. I just picked this up. This was the third one I picked up from the same lady. And luckily in this one it has the instructions in there. I believe the Britain game, I don't have instructions for that. So if anybody has a copy of instructions they'd like to, email me or whatever, that'd be great. I think it's a pretty easy game, but I always like to have the instructions, and the instructions are not in there at all. This one, luckily, they're in here. But I know that Norm from the Board Game Museum also has a review on this. I looked up, and luckily he had it in there, so I'm very happy to see that he had that. And I was also glad to see that it was totally complete. So it's totally complete. All the little pieces are in there. And the board looks really great, too. The board's in great condition. Here's the board for that. Great condition. So I was pretty happy to see that it was in good condition. So I'll have to watch Norm's channel again to kind of refresh how to play that one, because it looks like it'd be a lot of fun. And he said that him and his wife played a lot. So that tells you something right there. If him and his wife played a lot, it's got to be good. So, but anyhow, it was a busy week. Considering, the thrift stores are still not open here in California. Still waiting I heard that it was possibly going to be this weekend, but who knows? I haven't heard anything. So I've been kind of pretty much going on Facebook Marketplace and Letgo. Those are my two pretty much, and estate sales have been kind of, I get the emails every day on those, but I really haven't found much on the estate sales lately. They're pretty much all online now, which I think is easier for me, because now you don't have to go there at the butt crack of dawn to try to get in there first thing, and you get there an hour early, you're like, yes, and all of a sudden there's a sign-in sheet and there's 20 people ahead of you. And I'm like, what? And then next thing you know, there goes your game there it goes walking out as I'm standing in line. That's happened to me a couple times. It's really frustrating. So at least online, I just send them an email. Hey, you have this game over here. I saw you have a picture of it. Yeah, we still have it. Okay, how much do you want for it? When can I pick it up? And boom, it's done. So I've had some good luck lately. But this past week, I didn't have any interesting estate sale ones, so those were kind of a bust. But Facebook Marketplace and Letgo were great this week. So those are the 8 games that I got this week. I'm looking forward to reviewing these pretty soon. I like to try to play these, and that way I can get to know them a little better. But yeah, it was the Civil War, the Great Game of Britain, and that's kind of cool because I was just there not too long ago. Absolutely loved it there. We're definitely going to go back. I've never been to England or London. It was amazing. Foreign Exchange was the other one. We got Big Bacon's Big Adventures, Survivor, 1-Up, and Nosh. So it was a good week, my friends. It was a good week. So anyhow, thank you so much for tuning in. And until my next episode, happy gaming.